Hey Simmers!
Hi everyone!
Welcome to Make 2 and the next episode of our Sims 4 University Tour. This is a thing that we're doing in parts. We're building a great big university in Sims 4 and each video is going to be a different part. So if you've missed the other videos we've done, just check the video description below for a link to our playlist. And in the meantime, let's go.
This is the fourth one, and we've done 4 big buildings. We started with the main university, what's that thing called?
Administration building.
Administration, we've done a dorm room, we've done a library, and now right in the lower right-hand corner, now upper right-hand corner, we have the 4th new build.
Yeah, this is meant to be a science building. So the administration building, which is over here, has some classrooms, but I had this idea that maybe they were more for general kind of liberal arts classes like English or
history,
sociology, history,
philosophy.
That kind of thing. But then every college or university campus I've been on has also had separate science-y kind of buildings for hardcore research and also teaching of science classes. So this is it. And you can tell it's sciencey because it's got sciencey things on the top.
It's got all the sciencey equipment. The sciencey stuff in Sims 4 is absolutely massive. Like that's a telescope.
It had to go on the roof. There was no other place for it. Like it's its own building with a door and everything. But basically, I just want to point out, like, it's not the most beautiful building, obviously, and that's on purpose because I just kind of think of science buildings as being, well, more utilitarian and more, what's the word I'm looking for, just a little less concerned with beauty and architecture because they're all about practicality and research and stuff like that.
That was the same at my college. The law library was really beautiful. The science buildings, I went to some chemistry classes and that was this very big red brick building from the 60s.
Yeah.
There was just a big monolith and dull.
Same.
I also think another reason why is none of the students are going to do anything that's going to make the law library explode. But someone may make your chemistry building explode by mixing the wrong chemicals. So
you'll see throughout the tour that there are some touches about that. Anyway, the front door is here. There are also a couple of doors on the sides here just for more access. And, well, in case maybe they blew something up or break something.
No, you always have multiple entrances to these big faculty buildings.
Definitely, and we've seen that in some of our other builds on the series. So anyway, this is the kind of main, floor of the building. So it's very open like this, and there are places for students to sit and chill and hang out right here. I like this. This is right next to floor-to-ceiling windows and
very nice. And there's like little pathways. These aren't yet completed. Our little bits connecting everything together.
Not
that's
meant to
part
be a
of the
pathway.
building.
It's meant to be. Yeah, this is just a
that's like
deck.
the patio stuff. Yeah,
people could sit out there in a bit if they wanted. This over here is a classroom.
Yeah.
Just for ordinary kind of lecture-style classes, and this back here is another classroom, but it's meant to be a lab. So your tables have room for just a couple of students, sinks for washing things, and canisters and
of stuff,
gas hookups and stuff like that.
So you can do your Bunsen burner and you can do your other equipment things. Yeah, it could be chemistry or biology lab maybe as well.
Indeed. And
I like the blackboards on the wall there as well.
Yeah, I've tried to scatter that through different classrooms.
And there's a special...
Exactly. So as we said, there are some safety concerns when you're doing research and working with volatile chemicals. So this is just meant to be like a storage room back here for extra chemicals for the students to be able to use.
Okay, that makes sense.
When the time comes. And then back in the back here, just a couple of bathrooms, one for men and one for women. And then as we go up the stairs to the next floor, we get to a bit more of the advanced classes and research kind of stuff. So the staircase pops up here, and there's another bit of seating here, just outside an office for maybe the main science professor of the school.
But I like that desk still looks pretty sciencey.
Yeah.
It's not like a big fancy leather desk like we have in the administration building for the dean or whoever. It's a bit more functional and science-like.
Then in this direction, we have another classroom with, again, lab tables, but this time there are a few more seats, just in case,
I like your balcony going around the outside with that iron.
Yeah. I just thought it was a nice touch.
Yeah.
And again, there are doors paralleling the ones down below to
maybe
have
that's
access to that.
Access to a fire ladder somewhere, or just for
that'd be nice if we had something like
getting
that.
Away from the fumes. Yeah, exactly.
But we don't. And just tucked under the stairs here is another bathroom, and that's just meant to be for anyone. Then through here we get a really exciting room. This is the proper research lab where all kind of crazy stuff can go on.
This has got, it looks like it's got every science thing one could wish for.
Well, every science thing in the game. Or as much as I could fit anyway and still make it look okay. Now, there is on one side of the room research computers with a big server bank here.
Oh, I see.
In case they're like sequencing DNA or something like that,
yeah,
they probably
you need to have multi-core server thingamybobs. Yeah.
And then in the middle of the room, there is, of course, a lab table with some sort of particle thing on the top of it and a ray gun here. Super interesting. And then on...
Could be alien tech in here, as well.
Yes, as well. This is a waste disposal thing, which I've just left out in the middle.
Oh, I see.
On purpose. I just figure maybe somebody is coming to collect it at some point.
Yeah, it could be just the trash can for medical style waste, like they've been doing a biology experiment and they dump the remains of the frogs or whatever in there.
Frogs? Oh my gosh.
I did experiments on frogs.
Yeah, but...
They were normally dead.
So did I, but
Not at college,
don't like being reminded of it. Anyway, here is a random machine. I don't know what it's for, but I like that it's got a coffee mug on it already. Huh.
That looks a bit more like there are some test tubes. I was going to say it looks more, that bit on the left looks more like an engineering something or other, like a torque machine or something. Something for doing very extremely precise calibration measurements of things.
Okay.
It has a name, I don't know. I'm not an engineer.
So then over here, there's another bit of apparatus.
Yeah,
just
another
bit over here.
And that looks
analysis machine kind of thing.
Do you know that one just to the right of that analysis machine? That one there? It looks like the medical bay pods from Star Trek. But except rather than being a sort of light grey cover, it would be a force field cover.
Yeah, I think it's a little small for a sim to fit inside it.
Probably.
But it's used for something. Basically, we have not actually tried the science career in the Get to Work expansion pack yet.
But we now have a fully kitted science lab.
Exactly.
So
and maybe a prospective student at this university
who is smart and likes science, maybe him or her would like to do some science.
She or he.
Yeah.
Him or her. Oh, grammar. Anyway, there's another big machine over here with lots of bells and whistles, and then
I'm going to say,
and there's just
one of these is
a
particle accelerator.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to say that one right in the corner because it's got a big tube.
Yeah, we're mixing physics and chemistry and biology in this lab.
This is for the polymath science people. This is for like the Tony Starks of this world who just put chemicals together and then make a computer.
Okay, there's another staircase here going up to the roof, which we'd already seen before, and that just pops out into a little hut here.
For gazing at the stars.
Yeah, gazing at the stars with this big telescope.
Yeah.
Or there's also a rocket launching pad here.
Oh, is that what that is? I was going to ask her. I thought, is that just like some bit that hasn't been finished? It's a rocket launching pad.
I don't know where the rocket is in the store. There's a rocket in the picture of the item, but when I placed it, there was no rocket. So
isn't this, I think you have to become either a top level scientist or I think it's scientist, and then you unlock going to space.
Okay.
Or is that the astronaut career? I know it's one of them. I've read up about it before.
I don't think it's the astronaut. It's got to be the science.
It's got to be the science one. And maybe that's why you need the telescope as well. I don't know.
We'll find out.
We're going to find out. And if there's a spaceship for someone to ride in, he or she is going to be riding in it.
Cool.
Yeah, I got it right that time.
Okay.
So there's an extra set of stairs I see right here going down to our basement level.
And here it is. Our basement level. So just down here, we've got a corridor. And if you notice over here, this is the library basement, which we've already shown in our library video. But before we get there, there's just a door here and a door here for just multiple ways of access. And those just get into a very large lecture hall here.
That's really cool. Yeah, so this would be like your Chemistry 101, Physics 101 class.
Yeah, it's very similar actually to the one that we have in the bottom of our administration building, which is right here, and we've already shown that as well.
Yep.
So we're just starting to connect up different parts of the downstairs with these corridors, as we have explained, but we're still in progress with all of that because we're just not quite sure yet where things are going to be locked down, all of that stuff. We're actually still making some changes in the basement, which I'm trying not to let you guys see yet.
But yeah, the intention is that upstairs you have set on the first floor, the ground level, you have... We're going to try and squeeze one more building in that big grassy area. Not necessarily a huge building.
Yeah.
Then we've got landscaping to do on this whole ground floor, and in the subterranean levels, underground, the basement and the sub-basement. Maybe the sub-basement anyway. Yeah. Certainly the basement, we want to have a whole bunch of ways where you can... I think I'd like it that you can get from any building to any other building without having to go outside.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So a collection of, sort of underground tunnel systems. There'll be some other cool things underground that you can explore. And yeah, we haven't yet decided exactly what we're going to put down there, apart from a whole bunch of corridors.
So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this tour. Please let us know in the comments what you think. And if you are new to our channel, feel free to subscribe because we've got much more of this university build on the way, as well as Sims 4 in general.
Thanks for watching.